If I told you that eating just a few specific foods every single day could dramatically increase your energy, slow down aging, and potentially help you live well into your 90s or even past 100, would you believe me? Most people don't realize how small, consistent dietary choices shape longevity more than anything else. It's not expensive supplements. It's not complicated routines. It's what you put on your plate every single day. Now, when we talk about living longer, we're not just talking about extending life. We're talking about extending quality life, better mobility, sharper memory, stable blood sugar, stronger immunity, and the ability to wake up every day feeling lighter, clearer, and more capable. And the foods I'm about to share with you are incredibly simple, but the science behind each of them is powerful. Let's start with something almost everyone overlooks: leafy greens. Spinach, kale, mustard greens, even simple lettuce varieties. These are loaded with folate, magnesium, potassium, vitamin K1, and antioxidants that protect your cells from oxidative stress. People who eat a cup or more of greens daily tend to have stronger bones, sharper cognitive function, and lower inflammation. Your mitochondria, the little engines inside your cells, absolutely love the nutrients in greens. They help your energy production stay strong even as you age. The best part, you don't need to eat a huge amount. A handful in your omelette or a small bowl with your lunch is enough to start making a difference. Next is something almost magical for longevity: berries. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries. Pick whatever you like. These are anti-aging powerhouses. They help reduce oxidative damage, support heart health, and improve insulin sensitivity. People often think aging is mostly about genetics, but oxidative stress plays a massive role. These little fruits help counteract that, and if you're trying to support brain health as you age, berries have some of the strongest evidence behind them. Even just half a cup daily can help preserve cognitive function long term. Another food you should be eating daily is nuts, especially almonds, walnuts, and pistachios. These are rich in healthy fats, minerals, vitamin E, and compounds that help support your heart and brain. A lot of people fear fats because they think fat equals weight gain, but your body actually needs good fats for cell structure, hormone balance, and long-lasting energy. Studies consistently show that people who eat a handful of nuts daily have lower rates of heart disease and live longer. You don't need a lot. One small handful is enough to get those benefits. Let's talk about olive oil, the liquid gold of long-living cultures. If you look at the Mediterranean diet, which is linked to some of the longest living populations in the world, olive oil is a daily staple. It's rich in oleic acid, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds. It supports heart health, helps stabilize blood sugar, and protects the brain. A tablespoon or two a day drizzled on your salad or vegetables is one of the simplest longevity habits you can adopt. And make sure you're using extra virgin olive oil, since that's where the biggest health benefits are found. Another daily essential is fermented foods, things like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, or simple homemade pickles. Your gut is like your second brain. It controls your digestion, your immune system, your mood, and even inflammation throughout the body. When your gut is healthy, everything else becomes easier: better nutrient absorption, fewer cravings, and improved hormonal balance. Just a small serving a day, even a few tablespoons of sauerkraut, can help populate your gut with beneficial bacteria that keep your entire system running smoothly. One more powerful food that people completely ignore is mushrooms. I'm talking about simple varieties you find in any store: shiitake, Western button, portobello. Mushrooms are rich in beta-glucans, antioxidants, B vitamins, and compounds that support immune function and cellular repair. They're also incredibly good at helping your body maintain a balanced inflammatory response. When you include mushrooms daily, you support longevity on a cellular level. Saute them, add them to soups, put them in your eggs, just get them in consistently. Now let's talk about something that has been used for thousands of years in long-living cultures: green tea. This is one of the most underrated longevity tools. It contains catechins, especially EGCG, which support metabolism, reduce inflammation, and protect your cells from damage. Many long-living regions drink green tea daily, sometimes multiple cups. Even 1 cup a day can make a difference. And if you want an extra boost, matcha is even more concentrated. Another powerful longevity food is garlic. This ancient superfood supports immunity, heart health, and circulation. It helps keep your arteries flexible and supports healthy blood pressure. Garlic also contains allicin, a compound that works like a natural antioxidant and antimicrobial agent. People who consume garlic daily tend to have stronger resistance against infections and more stable cardiovascular function. You don't need much. Just a clove a day added to your meals is enough. Let's move to one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet: eggs. These are loaded with B vitamins, choline, protein, healthy fats, and essential nutrients that support your brain, muscles, and energy levels. Don't fear the cholesterol. Your body actually uses cholesterol for hormone production and cellular repair. Eggs are one of the best foods for aging well because they provide the building blocks your body needs to maintain strength and brain function over time. And finally, one of the most important food groups for long-term health: cruciferous vegetables. Broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts. These support liver detoxification, hormone balance, cellular repair, and inflammation control. The sulforaphane and glucosinolates in these vegetables help your body clean out damaged cells and protect against oxidative stress. Eating these daily is one of the simplest ways to support longevity and healthy aging. When you put all of these foods together, even if you don't eat all of them every day, you create a foundation that helps your body stay younger for longer. Longevity isn't about one big change. It's about small, powerful habits repeated daily, and the foods you choose are one of the strongest levers you have for extending not just your lifespan, but your health span. Eating nutrient-dense whole foods daily reduces inflammation, boosts cellular repair, and slows the aging process. And when you really look at how the body responds to these foods, you begin to understand why they are so powerful. Most people go through each day without realizing how much stress their cells are under. Oxidative stress from poor diet, environmental toxins, lack of sleep, high sugar intake, and chronic stress hormones that constantly circulate through the body. Every one of these factors slowly wears down your cells, accelerates aging, and makes you more vulnerable to disease. But when you start giving your body nutrient-dense foods on a consistent daily basis, it's like handing your cells the exact tools they need to repair themselves, stay strong, and keep functioning at a youthful level. Nutrient-dense foods aren't just about vitamins, they're about delivering enzymes, antioxidants, minerals, and phytonutrients that protect your cells from damage and support the systems that keep you alive and well. When we talk about inflammation, most people think of swelling or pain, but chronic internal inflammation is different. It builds slowly, often silently, and it becomes the underlying cause of countless health problems, from joint issues to heart disease to metabolic dysfunction. Poor quality foods trigger this inflammation, but nutrient-dense foods help calm it down. They supply antioxidants that neutralize free radicals, compounds that help regulate immune responses, and minerals that stabilize your internal chemistry. When inflammation goes down, the body can finally redirect its energy from fighting unnecessary battles to repairing tissues, optimizing metabolism, balancing hormones, and strengthening immunity. You begin to think clearer, move easier, and feel lighter. And this is where cellular repair becomes essential. Your cells are constantly breaking down and rebuilding, and the quality of what you eat directly determines the quality of that repair. If you're eating processed foods, sugary snacks, or oxidized oils, your cells are forced to rebuild using inferior materials. But when you feed your body nutrient-dense foods, especially those rich in compounds like magnesium, potassium, vitamin C, omega-3 fats, and polyphenols, you give your cells high-grade building blocks. This improves mitochondrial function, which is the core of your energy production. Better mitochondria mean better stamina, sharper thinking, improved recovery, and less fatigue. People often assume low energy is just part of aging, but in many cases it's simply the result of nutrient deficiencies that have accumulated over time. Slowing the aging process isn't about stopping time, it's about slowing down the rate at which your cells deteriorate. Aging accelerates when your cells are damaged faster than they can repair. That's where nutrient-dense foods shine. Many of these foods provide compounds that activate natural detoxification pathways in the liver, protect DNA from damage, support collagen production, and fuel the enzymes responsible for keeping your tissue strong. Foods rich in antioxidants like berries, leafy greens, and certain spices help reduce oxidative stress. Healthy fats from nuts, seeds, avocado, and olive oil enhance cell membrane flexibility, allowing cells to communicate more effectively and stay resilient. All of these actions together create an internal environment that resists premature aging. Beyond that, these foods help regulate blood sugar, and stable blood sugar is one of the most underrated longevity tools. Every spike and crash in blood sugar increases inflammation and oxidative stress. Over years, this damages blood vessels, nerves, hormone receptors, and even the brain. Nutrient-dense foods with fiber, healthy fats, and natural compounds help slow digestion, reduce the impact of carbs, and stabilize insulin levels. When the body uses sugar more efficiently, everything works better, from your mood to your metabolism to your long-term health. The minerals found in nutrient-dense foods are another reason they are so important. For example, magnesium plays a huge role in muscle repair, nerve function, hormone production, and energy metabolism. Zinc supports immune function and protein synthesis. Potassium helps regulate blood pressure and fluid balance. When these minerals are consistently available, your cells can perform at their best. When they are missing, the body has to choose which systems to prioritize, and aging accelerates. Over time, deficiencies compound and become visible through fatigue, stiffness, weaker digestion, poor sleep, and decreased mental clarity. Another benefit of nutrient-dense foods is how they support the gut. A healthy gut lining and balanced microbiome are essential for absorbing nutrients, controlling inflammation, supporting immunity, and even producing neurotransmitters. Fermented foods, fiber-rich vegetables, and nutrient-packed whole foods feed good bacteria and strengthen the intestinal wall. When your gut is functioning well, you absorb more nutrients from everything you eat. When it's not, even the healthiest foods can't fully benefit you. Many people walk around with low-grade gut inflammation without realizing it, and simply improving their diet can dramatically change how they feel daily. What's interesting is that nutrient-dense foods aren't just about supporting the body, they also reduce the load of harmful substances that processed foods introduce. Processed foods often contain preservatives, additives, damaged oils, and excessive sugars that burden the liver and digestive system. When you replace these with whole foods, you automatically lower the toxic load your body has to deal with. This allows your detoxification pathways to work more efficiently, clearing out old waste, balancing hormones more effectively, and keeping your system running smoothly. It's like finally letting your body breathe after years of being weighed down down. The beauty of nutrient-dense eating is how simple it is. You don't need complicated meal plans or expensive ingredients. Even small daily habits, like adding greens to one meal, eating a handful of nuts, drizzling olive oil over your vegetables, or choosing whole fruits instead of sugary snacks, add up. The consistency is what makes the biggest difference. Every time you choose a nutrient-dense food, you give your body something it can use immediately for repair, energy, or protection. Over months and years, those small choices accumulate into stronger organs, more efficient cells, better resilience, and a slower aging process. And the results show up in your energy levels, your skin, your mood, how quickly you recover from stress, and how well your body handles challenges. When people think about living longer, they usually focus on what they can avoid: bad habits, unhealthy foods, toxins. But the real power lies in what you consistently add. Nutrient-dense foods are like fuel for longevity. They nourish every layer of your biology, from your gut to your mitochondria to your brain. They create a stable internal environment where healing is possible, where aging slows naturally, and where the body operates closer to its optimal design. And the most important part is that these benefits don't come from rare or exotic ingredients. They come from simple, whole foods that humans have eaten for generations, foods that supply the raw materials your body needs to keep you strong, sharp, and healthy as the years go by. Daily intake of antioxidants, healthy fats, and gut-supporting foods strengthens immunity and protects long-term health. And when you look at how these foods interact with the body on a cellular level, it becomes clear why they create such powerful changes. Antioxidants are your body's frontline defense against oxidative stress, which is one of the biggest drivers of aging and chronic disease. Every moment, your cells are exposed to free radicals, unstable molecules that damage tissues, disrupt cellular communication, and weaken the immune system. Antioxidants neutralize these harmful compounds before they can cause damage. When you consume foods rich in antioxidants, berries, leafy greens, herbs, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and certain teas, you're essentially giving your body the tools it needs to maintain strong cellular integrity and a resilient immune response. Healthy fats play an equally important role. They form the structure of every cell membrane in your body, meaning that the quality of fats you eat directly influences the quality of your cells. When you consume fats from sources like olive oil, avocados, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish, you provide your cells with flexible, stable, and protective membranes that support proper communication, nutrient transport, and resilience against stress. Healthy fats also help manage inflammation, support hormone production, maintain brain function, and balance blood sugar. Low-quality fats, like trans fats or heavily processed oil, do the opposite. They create stiff, weak cell membranes that accelerate aging and inflammation. This is why daily intake of high-quality fats is so essential for long-term health and immunity. Gut-supporting foods complete the trio because the gut is the center of immune function. Over 70% of the immune system is located in or around the digestive tract. When you support the gut with fermented foods, fiber-rich vegetables, and nutrient-dense whole foods, you strengthen the gut lining, balance beneficial bacteria, and reduce inflammation throughout the body. A healthy gut microbiome supports digestion, improves nutrient absorption, and produces short-chain fatty acids that help regulate the immune system. It also influences mood, energy, metabolism, and hormonal balance. When the gut is compromised through processed foods, antibiotics, stress, or low fiber intake, the immune system becomes overstimulated or weakened, leaving you more vulnerable to infections, allergies, and chronic inflammation. Together, antioxidants, healthy fats, and gut-supporting foods create a foundation that keeps your immune system functioning effectively and consistently. Antioxidants reduce the burden of oxidative stress, healthy fats reinforce cellular strength, and gut-friendly foods regulate the immune system from within. This combination protects your heart, brain, skin, metabolism, and overall vitality. When these foods are part of your daily routine, your immune system becomes more adaptable and responsive. It can fight off pathogens quickly, reduce the intensity of inflammatory reactions, and recover faster from stress or illness. When you consume antioxidant-rich foods day after day, your cells accumulate protection. The antioxidants don't just neutralize free radicals, they also support natural detoxification processes in the liver, enhance mitochondrial efficiency, and reduce DNA damage. This means your body ages more slowly because the systems responsible for repair and maintenance are consistently supported. People who eat diets rich in antioxidants tend to have lower levels of chronic inflammation, improved skin health, better cognitive function, and stronger resistance to environmental stressors. Healthy fats are essential for the immune response because they help regulate inflammatory pathways. Not all inflammation is bad. Your body uses it to fight infections and heal injuries. The problem arises when inflammation becomes chronic due to poor diet and lifestyle habits. Healthy fats help keep inflammation in balance. Omega-3 fatty acids, in particular, support the production of anti-inflammatory compounds that help the immune system stay balanced. They also fuel the brain, enhancing focus, memory, and emotional resilience. When you consume healthy fats daily, you stabilize your energy levels, improve hormonal communication, and support the repair of tissues, all of which contribute to stronger long-term health. Gut-supporting foods help strengthen immunity by promoting diversity in the gut microbiome. A diverse microbiome is like a well-trained army. It can adapt quickly and handle challenges efficiently. Fermented foods introduce beneficial bacteria that compete with harmful microbes, strengthen the gut lining, and reduce inflammation. Fiber from vegetables, fruits, nuts, and seeds acts as fuel for good bacteria, allowing them to multiply and produce compounds that improve immunity and metabolism. When the gut is healthy, it prevents toxins and undigested particles from entering the bloodstream, which reduces the burden on the immune system. Many people don't realize that weak immunity often begins with a weakened gut, and simply improving daily food choices can dramatically shift how the body responds to illness. These foods also improve long-term health by stabilizing blood sugar. High blood sugar over time damages nerves, blood vessels, and immune cells. Antioxidants reduce the damage caused by high glucose levels, while healthy fats slow digestion and prevent rapid spikes. Gut-supporting foods improve insulin sensitivity, allowing your body to use sugar more efficiently. When blood sugar is stable, the immune system functions more consistently, inflammation stays lower, and the aging process slows. Stable blood sugar also leads to better mood, less anxiety, improved sleep, and more consistent energy throughout the day. Another reason daily intake of these foods is so powerful is their cumulative effect. One meal won't change your health, but daily patterns create lasting transformation. Every time you choose antioxidant-rich vegetables, healthy fats, or gut-friendly foods, your body receives support that compounds over time. Your immune system becomes stronger not because of one meal, but because of the repeated nourishment that builds resilience. This is why people who adopt these eating habits tend to experience fewer colds, faster recovery, better digestion, clearer thinking, and more stable weight without extreme dieting. These foods also help reduce the toxic load on the body. Processed foods, refined sugars, and artificial additives create metabolic stress that weakens the immune system and accelerates aging. Antioxidants help detoxify the body naturally, healthy fats stabilize hormones and cellular function, and gut-friendly foods support elimination of waste through efficient digestion. When the body isn't overwhelmed by toxins, it can focus on repairing cells, strengthening immunity, and building long-term health. The synergy between antioxidants, healthy fats, and gut-supporting foods is what makes them so effective. Antioxidants protect cells from damage, healthy fats fortify cell membranes and regulate inflammation, and gut-supporting foods enhance nutrient absorption and immune regulation. This synergy ensures that every system of the body, from the cardiovascular system to the nervous system, benefits from these daily choices. Over time, this leads to better metabolic health, clearer skin, stronger joints, improved mood, better immunity, and a slower rate of aging. When these foods become part of your daily routine, you create an internal environment where health thrives naturally. Your body becomes more efficient, more resilient, and more capable of defending itself against illness and stress. You feel the difference in your energy, your mental clarity, your digestion, and your overall sense of well-being. And the longer you maintain these habits, the more your body rewards you with strength, vitality, and long-term health. Consistent consumption of greens, berries, nuts, olive oil, and cruciferous vegetables supports heart health, brain function, and overall longevity. And when you take a closer look at why these foods show up again and again in long, living cultures, it becomes clear that they are not just ordinary foods, they are biological tools that help the body operate at a higher level. Each of these foods works in a unique yet complementary way, nourishing your cells, protecting your organs, and keeping your metabolism in a balanced, healthy state. The reason they're so effective is not because they work in isolation, but because together they provide nutrients, antioxidants, fiber, healthy fats, and natural compounds that the body uses to repair itself, reduce inflammation, and stay resilient across the decades. Greens are one of the foundation foods for longevity. They are incredibly nutrient-dense while being low in calories, which means you get a huge amount of vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients without burdening your digestive system or blood sugar. Leafy greens like spinach, kale, collards, mustard greens, arugula, and even simple lettuce provide chlorophyll, folate, magnesium, vitamin K1, and fiber. These nutrients support blood flow, bone strength, nerve communication, and detoxification. The antioxidants in greens help protect your blood vessels from oxidative damage, keeping them flexible and strong. This is crucial for heart health because damaged or rigid blood vessels raise the risk of high blood pressure and poor circulation. The magnesium found in greens also supports heart rhythm, muscle relaxation, and energy production, which are all essential for long-term vitality. When people include greens daily, they tend to have lower inflammation, better digestion, and more stable blood sugar, all factors linked to longer, healthier lives. Berries are another cornerstone of longevity because they provide some of the highest concentrations of antioxidants found in natural foods. The deep colors you see in blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, and strawberries come from anthocyanins, which are compounds that help reduce oxidative stress, improve circulation, and protect the brain. Berries support memory, cognitive processing, and emotional balance by reducing inflammation in the brain and supporting neuronal communication. They also help regulate blood sugar thanks to their fiber content and low glycemic load. This means they give you a gentle release of energy without causing spikes or crashes. Many long-living populations include small amounts of berries or similar fruits in their daily routines because they support digestion, protect DNA from damage, and reduce the risk of heart-related issues. Their natural compounds help keep arteries flexible and reduce the buildup of oxidative particles that contribute to aging. Nuts offer another powerful advantage because they contain healthy fats, plant-based proteins, minerals, and antioxidants. Walnuts, almonds, pistachios, and hazelnuts are particularly powerful when it comes to promoting heart and brain health. The healthy fats found in nuts, especially omega-3s in walnuts and monosaturated fats in almonds, help reduce inflammation and support the structure of brain cells. Nuts also provide vitamin E, a natural antioxidant that protects cells from damage and supports memory as you age. Their mineral content, including magnesium, zinc, and selenium, supports hormone regulation, immune function, and metabolic health. Nuts have been consistently linked with lower risk of heart disease and improved longevity in studies. This is because they help lower unhealthy cholesterol levels, stabilize blood sugar, and support healthy blood pressure. A small handful daily can make a meaningful difference in long-term wellness. Olive oil has earned its reputation as a longevity food because it is rich in monounsaturated fats and polyphenols that protect cells from oxidative stress and inflammation. Extra virgin olive oil contains compounds like oleuropein and hydroxytyrosol which help reduce damage to blood vessels, support brain function, and promote a healthier inflammatory response. In regions where people live longer, olive oil is consumed daily, often replacing processed oils that contribute to heart issues and metabolic dysfunction. The fats in olive oil strengthen cell membranes, support hormone production, and help the brain maintain clarity and balance. Olive oil also supports healthy cholesterol levels and reduces oxidation of LDL particles, which is critical for heart health. When consumed regularly, it helps maintain smooth circulation and reduces stress on the cardiovascular system. Drizzling it over vegetables, salads, or cooked foods adds both flavor and longevity benefits. Cruciferous vegetables such as broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and bok choy play a major role in supporting longevity because they activate natural detoxification pathways in the body. These vegetables contain glucosinolates and sulforaphane, compounds known for supporting the liver's ability to break down toxins, balance hormones, and repair damaged cells. Cruciferous vegetables also help reduce inflammation and protect against oxidative stress. Their high fiber content supports healthy digestion and stable blood sugar, and their minerals help maintain electrolyte balance and cardiovascular stability. When people include cruciferous vegetables daily, they often experience better clarity, improved digestion, and reduced joint stiffness because these foods support the body's natural detox systems and help manage inflammatory responses. They also provide vitamin C and other antioxidants that support collagen production and protect skin cells from premature aging. When you combine greens, berries, nuts, olive oil, and cruciferous vegetables into a daily routine, the body receives a variety of nutrients that work together to promote long-term health. Greens provide minerals and fiber that help regulate blood pressure and digestion. Berries supply antioxidants that protect brain cells and reduce oxidative stress. Nuts offer healthy fats and minerals that stabilize hormones and support brain and heart function. Olive oil fuels cellular health and helps reduce inflammation throughout the body. Cruciferous vegetables support the liver, balance hormones, and promote cellular detoxification. Each food supports the others, creating synergy that strengthens the entire system. Heart health is one of the biggest benefits of eating these foods consistently. The fiber from greens and cruciferous vegetables helps remove excess cholesterol from the body, while the healthy fats from nuts and olive oil nourish blood vessels and keep them flexible. The antioxidants in berries help prevent oxidative damage to the heart and arteries. Together, these foods reduce pressure on the cardiovascular system and support long-term circulation, oxygen delivery, and blood pressure stability. Brain function also thrives on this pattern of eating. The brain is made mostly of fat, so it depends heavily on high-quality fats like those found in olive oil and nuts. Berries provide compounds that improve memory and protect neurons. Greens and cruciferous vegetables supply B vitamins that support nerve health and help regulate mood and focus. When these foods are consumed daily, people often experience clearer thinking, better memory retention, improved emotional balance, and more consistent energy. Longevity as a whole depends on stable blood sugar, a strong immune system, low inflammation, and efficient cellular repair. These foods support all of those systems. They provide antioxidants that neutralize free radicals, fiber that stabilizes digestion, fats that strengthen cells, and natural compounds that support detoxification and hormone balance. When eaten daily, they help the body function smoothly, recover faster, and resist the wear and tear that usually leads to premature aging. These foods don't work through drastic changes, they work through daily consistency. The real power comes from the repeated nourishment you give your body every single day. Over time, the body adapts to this steady supply of nutrients and begins operating more efficiently. Inflammation stays lower, cells stay stronger, the heart stays healthier, and the brain stays more resilient. People who follow diets rich in these foods feel the difference through easier movement, better digestion, more stable mood, and clearer thinking. Their energy remains steady, their metabolism stays more efficient, and their body ages at a slower, more graceful pace.